Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. Something that you don't see coming. But trust me, it's a good thing. So what is it that you don't see coming? You have 4 different piles to choose from as usual, or you can choose according to the crystal, the cover card, the timestamp, whichever way works the best for you. Now, if you were drawn to group 1, the 3 of Pentacles, this is a Dragon's Blood Jasper. Group 2, the Hierophant with the blue Calcite. Group 3, the 6 of Swords with the purple Amethyst. Or Group 4, the Chariot with the yellow Calcite. So it's perfectly fine to choose multiple piles. And let's get started. Let's find out what it is that you don't see coming. Group 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose my fantastically amazing Dragon's Blood Jasper, trying to get it into the right light. So what is it that you don't see coming? Group 1. Here, let's go like that. Looks good. If you're drawn to, let me fix the lighting really quickly. This 3 of Pentacles. Or I'm still toying around with the lighting to get the lighting just perfect. Okay. So there's something in 3 days from now. It's an opportunity. This might be a new creative idea that pops into your mind. Creating plans for the future. Okay. So what else is it that you don't currently see coming? So if this is referring to plans for the future, what kind of plans do you need to make? For what purpose? So let's use this deck. Let's get specific, shall we? What is your purpose right now? Remember why you came. Be bold. Your legacy. Oh, so many of you are remembering your truth. You're waking up to your true purpose, your spiritual purpose, or maybe a deeper passion or something that fulfills you. Of course, this isn't something that you would see, right? It's something that you feel because you're experiencing it. Okay, ancestral wisdom. So you're going to be remembering an ancient truth or something from your ancestors or your past lives. Keep in mind, you've got the number 3 here as well as the 4. Okay, this is interesting. Something just told me that group 1, you're in the process. You have the power to create a new truth to live by or create your own new truth, something that you can choose to believe in and believe that you have the power to create a life based on this truth. But you're also in the process of waking up and remembering something from the past. There's something that you began in a past life, as we all did. And in this life, you are continuing that path of growth, that path of expansion. All right, so what more does group 1 need to know right now? Courage, another number 3. So you are meant to be mastering this in this lifetime. 3, 3, 3. remembering and stepping into your own creative mastery, something that will help you to find your own sense of stability. And this is also referring to financial stability. You know what? So this may sound weird, but there's something that you did in a past life. Back in the days when people bartered, right? It was something that they knew, that they owned, that they offered in exchange for the other things that they needed as a resource. And you're in the process of remembering yours. So that's pretty cool. All right, I think I need one of my other decks, and it's in the other room. So hold, please. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's this deck. Oops, sorry. Herbal astrology. Okay, so what is this gift? More specifically, group number 1. What is it that you don't see or you're not remembering? This truth. I feel like it's this one. Guardian. Palo Santo. We know it clears out negativity. The Guardian and the number 55. Fortunately, I brought the book with me as well. So let me just look this up really quickly. I know what Palo Santo is. Palo Santo smells absolutely amazing, but I can't burn smoke or sage or anything like that anymore because it seriously messes up my lungs. Unfortunately, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Okay. And even this says gifts from your past lives. You are activating dormant gifts within yourself, connecting to the ancestors, the guardian of the sacred trickster. It says here, the ritualistic burning of Palo Santo, which translates to sacred holy wood, can be traced back to the Incan Empire, where it was used in spiritual ceremonies to cleanse the body and space of malignant darkness. To this day, it is used ritualistically among many indigenous communities throughout Central and South America, particularly to cleanse bad energy, bad air, and the evil eye. So this bad air, sometimes is seen as a spiritual illness, believed to be a kind of a cold nighttime air created by malignant spirits that enters the body, causing pain, discomfort, sickness, and many other kinds of imbalances. The medicine people used this wood in their religious rituals as a tool to neutralize negativity, rejuvenate the body, mind, and spaces, bring peace, balance, and good fortune, and achieve a better spiritual communication with their gods. Scientific studies now show how Palo Santo can help relieve stress and anxiety, stimulate circulation, reduce joint and muscle pain, and uplift your mood and the immune system. It's also been proven to cleanse the space, dispel bacteria, and act as an insect repellent. Palo Santo's medicinal qualities are very plutonic in nature, as it is a powerful cleanser of malignant energy, while being highly invocatory and perfect for strong intention setting. Palo Santo has a long history of use as magic wand that unlocks innate gifts that have been laying dormant, inactive, or blocked, like wisdom, intuition, and sight to see into the past and past lives. Wow. So you're in the process of unlocking these ancient sacred gifts of yours, and everything that's said so far, especially with the Palo Santo, is clearing the air, clearing the negativity, releasing the veils that have been hiding you from your truth and your abilities. So in a sense, in a past life, you were a shaman. You're probably an energy healer now. You're probably a sensitive. And so you're in the process of remembering, or you will be soon. What you don't see coming is this deeper connection within yourself. And I feel like it's your subconscious, which is, it's been blocking you from remembering this past and ancient truth. And it is a natural gift of yours, something that you bring with you from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And in this lifetime, you're meant to be clearing out all of the negativity and the darkness, not only in your physical space, but you're helping to clear the earth as well. I bet you didn't know you were so talented, did you? But find the courage to dive deep. And honestly, you're probably curious about healing remedies or your intuition or cleansing or raising your vibration in the least. So what you don't see coming is that you are going to be experiencing some sort of an awakening. You're going to start remembering the items that you used to use that can help to clear the air. And the dragon's blood jasper, interestingly enough, they say that the dragon spirit guides, they hoard your treasure for the future. So part of this is unlocking this treasure within yourself. And for those of you who already work with dragon spirit guides, you can work with your dragon spirit guides and ask them for the key. Ask them to unlock these ancient remedies for you. You're meant to be waking up at this time in your life and becoming more aware of these dormant gifts so that you can help the earth. So honestly, and this morning I was just looking up on the internet and there were like literally 40 active volcanoes, which is a little unusual. And that actually prompted me to ask Google AI about the history of volcanoes on the planet. And it's actually a very shocking history, but with so much stuff in the air, you're awakening to a truth. It begins with you remembering the remedies or experimenting with the techniques to clear your energetic space, because the more of the negative energy or the dark energy that you can remove from your space, your life, your mind, your body, the more you're going to start remembering your soul's purpose too. So I think that's pretty freaking cool. So what more can I share with pile number 1? I think I want to pull just a couple more of these tarot cards, like over the next couple of months perhaps, or the next couple of weeks perhaps. That's better. Let's focus on May, shall we? 1 month at a time. So what else is it that you don't see coming? Group number 1. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. This is who you are becoming. When you tune into your intuition, you reawaken these gifts. 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a lot of heavy energy from the planet. So it's obvious you're an empath. An empath isn't meant to be a victim. It really just depends on your perspective of who you are. And it's easy to fall into victim mode, thinking you're the victim of something, but everything that you're carrying within you, you're meant to be clearing the space to release that, to free yourself. Right? And when you free yourself, guess what? You start discovering something new, a new connection, a new purpose, new sense of fulfillment. You find the fish in the cup. The fishes are messengers. So wands are inspiration, movement. You know what this is making me think of? How many of you saw the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula, the one with Keanu and Winona and, Gary, of course. And near the end of the movie, and they were trying to get back to the castle quickly before the sun went down. And she was out there and she climbed up on the rock and she started like casting some sort of spell out into the wind. This isn't just a story. This is something that you probably experienced in a past life, to be honest. So some of these things are true. If you haven't watched the movie, it's super old, but it's awesome. Be sure and check it out. So what more do you need to know? Well, to thine own heart be true. Follow the source of inspiration. All of this information is already inside of your body. When you unlock your chakras and your body, you will start remembering your purpose and how to fulfill that. So this is super exciting for you. Group number 1. I want to pull a few astrology cards to get a little bit more specific. And honestly, what comes into your awareness, it's totally up to you what you choose to pursue. Look at this. Your beliefs, your values, when you change your beliefs and know what you're worthy of and what is valuable for you, your resources are going to begin to expand. So you're remembering how to create any kind of remedies. So you have the ability to go into business for yourself when you remember these gifts and these truths. And it's probably going to be remedies or truths or gifts of yours that can help other people, not just yourself. And this is why you can be very fulfilled and successful with this, because you're going to remember exactly what to do. When I was reading the description of this card, and I know that there are some civilizations that feel when people are delusional, they feel like the person is oppressed or it's a bad spirit or something like that. I think it's all in the astrology. It can be Neptune, it can be Pisces, it can be Uranus, anything that causes one to question themselves. It's not necessarily a negative spirit. It's just a part of your experience that you came here to experience. And it may be one of your challenges. So your creation, your creativity, your creative gifts are opening up. Again, it's totally up to you how on board you get with this. Whatever you're curious, you can't learn too much right now. So the number 7 is very significant for you. And remember, you're remembering this mastery of yourself, which you have offered to others from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. You're going to be remembering ancient truths to help you heal and to others. And it's also something that is meant to help you create more financially stable resources and income and a way to support yourself as well, if you so choose. And these are all things that you don't see coming. And I'm seeing a marker between March and July. So something began. Okay, what did you start sensing or feeling or experiencing, even if it's an experience in your physical body, symptoms, in March? Because there was something that was happening in March that got worse in April, and this was Mars and Saturn and Neptune causing spiritual symptoms. Now, not everybody was experiencing spiritual symptoms, but I was. And I know that there were others that were as well. So you're remembering these deep ancient secrets and the power that you have to heal yourself and to create a source of income to support yourself as well, something that you can share with others. So this is what you don't see coming, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this video because I honestly think it's pretty super cool. I think your pile is really super cool. So I'm going to leave it here. Obviously, I can go on and on and on, but if you really want more detail, feel free to request a private reading from me, and I would be happy to oblige with more specific information and detail for you. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do click the like button, and I'll see you in another pile. Bye for now. Hey, group number 2. Welcome to your pick a card pile, the blue calcite crystal, if you chose the Hierophant. So what is it that you don't see coming? This is higher knowledge, higher wisdom, higher communication with higher realms, other dimensions perhaps. So something that's changing in your consciousness, your intuition, your clairvoyancy, your inner knowing. Okay. So what is that that's changing for group number 2? Which deck do we want to go to next? This one. Group number 2, what is it that you don't see coming? Honestly, you know what? I feel like there's a Spidey gift, Spider-Man. Spidey gift activating within you that's going to give you the power to see what is coming, like who's approaching you, what's coming. You won't even have to look at pick-a-card readings to find out what you don't know, what's coming, what you don't see, because there's something in your clairvoyancy and your intuition that is empowering you. And so you're going to know everything that's coming in advance. That's pretty cool. It's like a protection device. Look at this. Rising above the fray, eagle eye, probably your third eye as well. Okay. I was already tuning into higher dimensions, multiple dimensions. You're merging with higher consciousness. So universe is your partner and is there to help you feel more stable while you're going through, you might be going through some sort of extreme experience, especially if you're a life path number 9. What do we need more? What is it group 2 is not see coming? Let me get up and get this other deck. Because it's out of my reach. What does group 2 not see coming? Honestly, I think what you don't see is how protected you are by the universe. Check this out. You're protected by the earth. The more you can anchor yourself, ground yourself, meaning spend time connecting with your body and earth and the trees and the sky and the birds. Actually, this is the living library. Every living, breathing thing that's alive on the planet is your spirit guide. You can ask yourself, your higher self. You can ask the trees. You can ask the sun, the birds, the water. Everything is your spirit guide, and you're waking up to this realization. Okay, what more? I feel like I want to go to the Xanosha Tarot. So group number 2, what is it group 2? It doesn't see coming. Source, wow, look at that. Seriously, is it possible? Right, it's like get out of your mind and into your body. Connect with your own sovereign source. Now, this is a new belief which is kind of controversy because there are many who are awakening to the truth about life on earth, and many people are awakening to the fact that they've been oppressed or blocked. Their intuition has been blocked by those who want to have power and control over the planet or humans in general. Those people in power, you know who those are. But you're on the path right now to waking up and realizing that you have your own direct connection to higher consciousness. You don't need to look outside of yourself. Let me put it this way. You only need to seek outside of yourself for guidance or more information until you establish this connection within yourself, your solar plexus, your chakras. You have your own stream of consciousness directly to the source. And this is what you don't currently see, because this in itself is a process. You're going through a rebirth. And you know what? I'm sure many of you are probably already aware that you're going through something, and maybe you can't quite explain it, right? Because it's kind of hard to describe when you're going through a change. The reason why it's hard to describe these things is because the mind can't figure it out. The mind doesn't compute. The mind only holds on to logic, information that you've used in the past to support yourself and to survive, and it doesn't necessarily acknowledge the new earth, the 5D, the new human. And so some people will kind of go a little bonkers with this. It's already happening. In fact, my own dear mother, 10 years ago, she was like the most confident, stable, dependable person I had ever known. I admired her very much. She passed a couple of years ago, but she had dementia, and then she slowly just kept sinking into that dementia. But I think in the beginning, because she was scared, she was a Taurus, so she was fixed. She was scared of the things that were changing. She was scared because she no longer had certain control over her mental faculties. And at the time, I didn't know what I know now about astrology and numerology and dementia. And oh my God, I tried to help her, but I really just didn't know how. And so these are the sorts of things that I have come to believe cause dementia or other things. There's also astrological transits or natal placements that can make it difficult for people to deal with their daily reality. There are certain celebrities that are very popular that are affected by this. In fact, two very popular celebrities, musicians who were once a couple, once upon a time, that since separated went on to marry other people, they both were going through some sort of a spiritual confusion. And honestly, I think both of them still are. But I'm wondering how many of you know who these two are. I'm not saying that you're going crazy. I'm just saying the mind can't logically explain what's changing and what's happening, but astrology can help you. If you start learning and following your own transits and get those interpretations, they can help you a lot, especially if you want to become your own psychotherapist, technically. But it's also helping you to learn how to trust your intuition as well. And so during your process, this is exactly what's happening for group number 2. You're rising above the rest of everyone else who, let's just call them the little people that don't know any better. But you have a higher purpose, and the universe is guiding you upward, helping you to open your eyes, see the truth, and be able to perceive intuitively, and including your third eye, to be able to sense the energies around you, which is also a protection device for you while you're going through this transformative process. And it's also, when working with your higher self and the universe, it's helping you to make plans for your future as you're navigating. But it's not necessarily the mind is going to know what to do, which is why it's important for you to connect with your intuition and connect with the universe, because the universe is your partner right now. In fact, it's guiding you to your earth purpose. Okay, so you're in the process of creating a new version of you, the number 10. Oh, look, you've got the number 44 here. And this is the number 4, so you've got some secret numbers here. 444. You have 1010. Okay, that's pretty cool. And starting with the Hierophant with the number 5, I mean, I should have picked it up on the very first card. I should have picked it up on the very first card. Changes. But these changes can be not necessarily controlled by you, but you can control your mind, your emotion, your body, your intention. When you don't let your mind try to confuse you, it'll be easier for you to tune into your intuition or your chakras, or maybe start doing yoga. For those of you who like doing yoga, you're going through a rebirthing process at this time. It's very possible who you've always known yourself to be isn't who you are going to continue to be, because you're changing with the earth changes. I want to see if I can get a timeline. Well, there's something that's already happening now in the month of May. Okay, so there's definitely a timing between May and August for group number 2. Take your time, tune in, find this connection, connect with your spirit guides, whomever they are, your higher self, your sovereign self. You have this direct connection with your soul. Check this out. They are aligning you with harmony. Harmony in the heavens, the sun, Libra energy. You're in transition. You're moving out of a chaotic life into a life of harmony, peace, joy, happiness. And what creates a life of harmony, peace, joy, and happiness? Well, usually when we stop thinking or allow the brain to keep feeding negative thoughts, that's when this all begins. So you're on a path of discovering how it feels to be happy and serene and purposeful and intuitive, and you are activating your intuition. The universe is helping you. I wouldn't be surprised if you are experiencing a really potent Pluto transit, like Pluto in the 12th house. Kind of makes you feel like every day there's like sudden emergency, something is going to happen. But what's happening is like you're uncovering what you're sensing, you're uncovering your intuition, what's invisible, what you don't see is guiding you. And at the same time, it's you who's guiding you. So what is the purpose of all this? You might be asking. Okay, that card just literally, let me get that off of the ground. Group 2. So, if any of you have been looking for like a bigger, deeper purpose, something that makes you feel complete, connected, whole, stable, no fear, this is what's happening for you. You can choose to align with it and flow with it and expand your intuition, or you can choose, something else. If you choose something else, you're awakening to your soul mission, your soul plan, your life purpose. That's so cool. I also feel like you have a direct connection with the angelic realms. Since there is so much red and orange and gold in your cards, I'm thinking you have a strong connection with the seraphim, which are the angelics that protect the kingdom of heaven, if I understand correctly. So what more can I share with group number 2? Here, let's go to this deck. Blue Lotus, Intuition. You might try this. I haven't tried this tea. I am an herbal tea freak. However, the Blue Lotus herb is said to open your clairvoyancies or to give you experiences or stuff like that. Right, so your intuition is definitely changing here. However much time you have right now to learn to expand your intuition, and honestly, there's so much free content on the internet. All you need to do is just type in a search, how to expand my intuition, and just scroll through all the information that you can find that can help you find something that resonates with you. Yeah, you are retrieving ancient wisdom. There's also tree wisdom here as well. And look, you've got angels up here, blowing horns, Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter and Pluto are blessing you during this transformation. And honestly, I can't really say this has already begun, but I'm thinking if you chose this pile, it's probably already begun. And you just don't see, you don't understand it, but this is what's happening for you. So Group 2, this is your video reading. I hope you enjoyed these messages. You might want to listen through these. Again, there's an awful lot of information here. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it makes sense for you. If you did, please do click the like button. Of course, if you would like more specific details based on your astrology, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to fill your your mind and your heart with so much information that was like pre-written just for you. So if you'd like more information, my reading links are in the description box. You're always welcome to come and subscribe on my Patreon too, if you'd rather take it at a slower pace. So, Group 2, these are your messages. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. If you were drawn to this purple, I'm not sure if it's amethyst or a fluorite, maybe a little bit of both or a mix. Anyway, or you were drawn to the Six of Swords, so it's something that you don't see coming. This is a peaceful transition. You are transitioning. You're moving into more peaceful, calmer, reflective waters. This could be a theme in your lifetime, or it could be a cycle, or with the swords here, it usually refers to your mind, so mental. You're going through a mental transition. So what more does Group 3 need to know? Let's grab this deck. Six of Swords. 6 in general is a transitional. As far as timing, like in the tarot and the numbers, 6 would be over the hill and smooth, calm waters flowing downhill. 6 also resonates with the planet Venus and the energy of love and harmony and unity. So what's going on for group number 3 that they don't see? Deep diver. I realized that let me fix this. That's better. Diving into a task. Look, water. Water is very important. Water is subconscious. Talk about deep. All your cards are deep. Is everything trying to get you to go with the flow? Pile number 3. So what is it that pile number 3 does not see coming? Thought there was another card. There is another card. Energy shield, protection. Wow. Whatever it is that whatever it is, you're being protected while transitioning. I feel like you're transitioning to a calmer, peaceful way of living. You may not see that in your current circumstance, but there's an energy shield around you that's protecting you from harm. And okay, so this diving into a task, your inner strength, your inner magic. Magic is essence. Magic and essence is also the energy of the pentacle. So here's a little history lesson for you. The original interpretation of the pentacles back when cards were first being created, which I think was like the 1400s, the pentacle was a symbol of magic and essence and energy. They didn't have money necessarily back in those days. So right now, I feel like you're being called to slow down, relax, but there's something like come to the edge. The only way you're going to notice anything new or different in your life that you can take advantage of or to move in this direction is to quiet your mind, still yourself, put yourself into this deep, reflective, magical essence, trust. Notice here there's a stone in the center of the heart. It's almost like the heart chakra is cracking open. Of course, here it says the hag stone, and I'm sure there are plenty of people watching this video who know exactly what that is, but I'm not one to hold on to names and titles and those sorts of things. However, okay, so what more does group 3? Let's go to the astrology deck and find out. What is it that you don't see? Well, you don't see your inner strength. Oh, that's what's happening. You're in transition. There's something on the inside, maybe deep emotional aspect of yourself is coming to life. It's another aspect of yourself helping you to reclaim your power, your magnetism, your strength. Houses, planets, and wait. Well, I guess we want that one as well. Right. Your nurture your feelings, your emotions. Right. The 4th house is your beliefs and what makes you feel secure and safe and stable. Your home. Something as you did in the past. Interesting. So something carrying over from a past life. Oh, which it makes a lot of sense in a past life. If you went through your entire lifetime not feeling safe, not feeling stable, not feeling secure, not having a comfortable home or a stable home, that would make sense. So there's something from a past life and deep subconscious memory. Memory not only exists in water, but memory also exists in your muscles, in your blood, your cellular structures, your DNA holds all the memories from your past lives. Okay, so it's waiting for you to go deep within yourself in this meditation with intention to unlock all of that ancient truth. Realizing that you're protected when you do this. Is it a meditation? It's some sort of practice to connect with your inner self, your inner strength. So Jupiter is in a very positive alignment in your current astrology transits, helping you to awaken some sort of personal magic and magnetism that exists deep in the wells of your soul. But this could also be something that you access through your heart chakra. Some people believe that the subconscious is the information that you brought with you into this lifetime that's also accessible in your Akashic records. But the subconscious is really just there in your Akashic, waiting for you to be ready to access what you need to remember so that you can transmute it or do whatever it is that you're going to do with this deep remembrance. This is also something that's probably connected to your maternal line as well. So if you know your ancestors, your mother's history and your grandparents' history and your great and go back down the timeline. But also inside your own gut, there's something really strong and powerful in your solar plexus. It's in your body, right? Everything that you need for this lifetime it's all within you. It just requires some time to take that dive deep, connect with that deeper aspect of you to retrieve whatever kind of magic that you need to remember. But you're here to be different in this lifetime, to say the least. And maybe so far in your life, you've been living your life and doing the thing that you do, right? But now at this time in your life, suddenly you're going through a transition. You're not sure what it is. And your identity is thinking, okay, what is going on with me or my mind or what's changing? I can feel it, but I can't really make any kind of sense out of it. It's because you are transitioning. So in your ascension process, people don't have to actually physically die to ascend and go to heaven. Humans are now physically, consciously ascending while still in the body and waking up to the realization that they're here in the body having this experience. I feel like this is what's happening for you. Check this out. Right, and you're returning to this inner strength, this ability to choose, to decide, clarity of thought. But look how confident you are, how grounded, how stable. There's like a deep inner sense of knowing and comfort in your own sense of self, which is in the process of awakening. This is the magic within you. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, okay? You also have the sun, and then there's another card here. And 3 of Cups. Celebration is near. Okay, something just said to me between now and September. Well, you have, okay. I had like numbers flash in my mind and I'm thinking they were on the cards, but they're not on the cards. So you're going through a completion process, a cycle of becoming, realizing a new sense of yourself, reclaiming your deeper innermost powers. And there's something within the next 3 months. Did I say September? There's something too. So that would make sense. Right now, well, we're in May, June, July, August. So something, how many of you were born in September? I'm just curious. You're remembering your true you and your true power. I feel like you have the ability to remember ancient memories as well. But those ancient memories aren't going to be anything to trigger you because you're realizing now that you've always been way more powerful than anything that you experienced in your past lives and even in this life. But the sun, it's like there's a new chapter, there's a new cycle, there's a brand new beginning for you. And remember, it's just take your time navigating these changes because everything is awakening you to a deeper sense of emotional stability and the power that you have within yourself to live a majestic life. And it's this version of yourself that is going to be beginning that next phase, that next chapter of your life. But this isn't something that you see coming because it's not something that you go and you get or you buy or you do. It's something that is awakening on the inside of you, which I think is pretty cool. So there's blessings in the 4th house, which is also your body. Your body is activating. It's remembering the deeper, ancient. But in this process, in whatever timeline you are working with this, it's going to make you feel more bold to take a chance, to do something different in your life, to live your life differently. Because, at the same time, you're becoming a new you, more powerful, more protected, and also more peaceful, feeling more blessed, more stable. I feel like this is going to reveal like an inner truth about you or your soul. Maybe you're waking up to the truth of your incarnation, right? Why you're here on the planet. And remember that you're in the middle of this phase. I don't know how long this phase has been going on. Maybe it's been happening for 6 months or so. But yeah, with all this magic that is awakening inside of you, it's going to help you to create a new vision. A vision of yourself, your future, your potentials. Most definitely empowering. Okay, group 3, this is your video reading. I'm going to just leave it here. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click the like button. And you're welcome to choose another pile if you were drawn to another pile. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed. If you are curious about your life path and purpose according to your birthday numerology astrology, if you would like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. My links are in the description box. You can also take this 1 month at a time to learn more about your ancient truth on Patreon. And again, my links are in the description box. Meanwhile, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4, if you were drawn to the Chariot or the yellow calcite crystal. So what is it that you don't see coming? Let's find out. Well, it's starting with the Chariot, so obviously you don't see the success that's coming. There is a particular success that is happening in July for you as well. It doesn't mean that you won't experience success before July. So let's just get some more information for you. Let's pull one of these. Group number 4. Right, your vitality is increasing, your confidence, power, and decisiveness. Look at your energy expanding. How amazing is that? Well, yeah, you're going to be feeling so absolutely powerful and successful with the success. I think there's 2 cards here. There's beauty, there's happiness. So confidence, success, vitality rising, living in grace, enjoying the earth, the natural elements, the birds, nature. What else is there? Let's go to the Zanosho Tarot. Find out group number 4. Integration. So integration is a process of embodiment. You are becoming more whole. So it's like incorporating more empowering thoughts or mindsets. Which results in the embodiment of, well, success. Number 6, compromise. So what more do we need to know? I feel like I want to go to this deck. Group number 4. It's interesting because here you're by yourself, you're by yourself, you're by yourself, and then there's a community. There's 3 people here. And then by yourself, and then there's 2 people. So compromising with the earth, the frequencies, nature. Oh, okay, and communicating with nature as well. what more specifically can I share with group number 4? Okay. So you're in the process of connecting with your higher self, which makes sense. That's why your vitality and your confidence is expanding. So you're receiving activations and information from your higher self for you to embody. And the easiest way to embody these new aspects of yourself or your beliefs, your consciousness, your self-worth is to just do a meditative practice to be still. Take some time in nature and just anchor that. Allow it all to soak in, through your body even. Connect with the earth, connect with the ground, connect with the trees, connect with the nature, connect with the water, connect with your higher self. In the bigger picture, what's happening, and it's probably happening right now, but maybe you haven't realized it yet, you're in the process of becoming whole. And so the human experience through incarnation, we experience this separateness or feeling separated from source because we're in the physical body. But you and many others are in the process of remembering and feeling that connection of being, a part of all that is. The higher collective, the universe, the wholeness that is already your soul in its truest essence. So you're going through a completion process where, of course, during the process, you have to compromise with your higher self or nature or whoever else, your soul, the universe, until you embody and you activate this wholeness within yourself. And once you become whole within yourself, you don't really need anybody else to confirm anything to you or to tell you anything or you're already going to embody everything that you need, that you're no longer going to feel like you need to have other people in your life. Usually people that feel they need other people in their life is because they don't feel like they're enough. So there's also something else here that's happening that is helping to empower you when you go through this awakening process. You align with your higher self, your higher truth, your higher purpose on this path to success. You are meant to be claiming or receiving some sort of recognition in the public eye over the internet or social media. But this is something, again, that you are empowering, that you are awakening through. You're meant to experience success in the public media or the public realm. So again, it could be your social media, internet, a public figure even, perhaps. Wow, who knew? Okay, so what other cards can I pull for pile number 4? Let's pull one of these. What is it that can be most helpful for you right now? So this is a process of your becoming. And of course, you don't see becoming. You might recognize changes within yourself, right? Taking action. So the snake even indicates change. So change is already upon you. So this is a deep internal change that's going to change the rest of your life. So this is making me think of the actor or the actress or the writer, right? The one who's waiting to be recognized for your amazing books or your literature, or the musician. You're meant to gain recognition from society for something that you have created. So if I can give an example, and I'm going to give this example, I'll tell you after I give this example. Madonna was born with some very strategic astrological placements in her birth chart. And most public figures and celebrities also have those particular placements in their natal chart, indicating it is their destiny to become famous, to make a difference, to have a powerful impact and effect on the rest of the world. And so group number 4, this is the best way I can describe this, what you don't see coming, to you. But okay, so this is requiring a compromise with the ego, because the ego usually wants one thing, but the soul or the creator wants something else. So you're just going to have to flow with your creative sources and, allow life to take you in the direction that you need to be. But you're definitely on the path to public success in whatever area that you are choosing. You're meant to be recognized for something that you do or say or share. So what if we pull a couple more of these cards for group number 4? What else does group number 4 not see coming? And you chose pile 4 because you want recognition for something, right? So this is a natural gift that you were probably born with. Now what it's making me think of, those music, what do you call it, the prodigy? Those brilliant, the children who are brilliant magicians. They are musicians. They are creators. It's almost like they come out dancing. So you are living a very specific life path and purpose with intention to make a huge impact on the rest of the world, group number 4. And your gift is yours. You should probably already know what this is. Maybe some of you right now, you enjoy this. It's a hobby, but maybe you're thinking, well, I don't want to spoil it or ruin it by sharing it with the world. But what if this is what's going to bring you the wealth and that success and that recognition that you are longing for? Just something to think about. So your career is highlighted. Your destiny is highlighted, group number 4. What else? Right, 6 of Wands, victory, success. There's definitely many things in transition right now, trying to get you to slow down and pay attention to your spiritual practices, whatever those are, to come in alignment with your higher self, and to use this power to find a way to use your gift and begin that journey towards success and recognition for whatever it is that you've created. And this is something that you don't see coming. For some of you, it might be something that you're hoping for, but you don't realize that it's actually coming. It's actually on the way. It's already been destined. That's the cool thing, group number 4. So I'm going to leave your video here because that's just awesome. I don't want to say anything to ruin any of it. So this is your reading. Talk about a general reading, right? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click the like button. Have a wonderful day. If you would like more specific information about, well, your astrology, your destiny, your everything, and you'd like a private reading, do feel free to reach out to me and request one. My links are in the description box. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all again in another video. Bye for now.